Have I got a cool video for you guys? Have you ever thought about painting glass? Well, I have, and there's actually a pretty intricate process. Now, when I say intricate, it's actually a pretty straightforward process. You just got to get your head around it. Now, when you're painting glass, you have to paint everything in reverse. So let's say, as an example, you want to do a candy over glass. If you are painting an ordinary panel, like a car, you put down your base, you then put your candy on it, and then you clear it. Now, when you're painting glass, you actually paint it all in reverse. So that's the hard part. You got to get your head around it. It does help to get a pen and some paper and write everything down, because it does get a little bit confusing halfway through the process. Now, I wanted to do a video all about painting glass splashbacks for the DNA Paints YouTube channel. Now, being that I've never painted glass before, I thought I'd practice first. I'll make a video to show you guys. So whether I stuff it up, let's find out. I haven't even started yet when I've been recording this. So there's a few different things that you got to get your head around. First of all, the first one is the preparation of the glass. So basically, there's a product that Dino has, it's called Glass Prep. Now, this is almost like your wax and grease remover kind of product, but it's suited for glass. So we'll be using some wipes and wiping this on and wiping it off. That will get the glass nice and clean. If the glass has got some paint on it and stuff, which my panels do, I'll be using a razor blade to get that off first, then using this. Now, once it is nice and clean, you want to jump to a glass primer. Now, I've got that here. So this is the glass primer. So this needs to be sprayed on. Now, if it's sprayed on too wet, you'll risk getting delamination. So delamination is where the paint flakes off. So the application method in painting a glass primer is 2 dust coats. So a dust coat is almost like a drop coat or effect coat with your base coats. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, watch my previous video. I run you through what a drop coat is a little bit in that video. So 2 real dust coats of this. So this is what will give you adhesion of your base coats, your candies, your Mutant CrystalZ, etc. Let's jump into the booth. I'll have all these panels all cleaned up. Let's go. All right, guys, so we've got our 3 sheets of glass here. So they aren't the cleanest. They do have a lot of fingerprints and paint on them. Now, as I said at the start of the video, we're practicing. We're gonna get it right on this. We're gonna mask off one side. So that will be the top side. So, all right, so now I can basically see what's going on through the process by looking through that window. So we're gonna be painting that side. All right, guys, so back in the booth. So we've got our glass prep there. We'll get a glove on and we'll get some wipes. So we don't need too much on there. We'll just wipe it down. Sometimes it might pay, if you're doing this for your kitchen, is that you do all the cleaning first. You might not be able to see if it's 100% like clean because of the tape. You may have to pick it up and have a really good look at it, but this is just a bit of a fun video, you know. I like doing fun videos. If you're worried about like dust, you can use a tack cloth as well, so we'll do that. Gun setup, pretty much the same as every other video. If you are used to watching my videos, you know I usually go 3.5 turns out. Make sure the air cap's horizontal. I'm just going to blow some air and tack cloth these. Alright, so just to show you guys how wet I put that on, like it's very like cloudy, it's not wet, it's just like a bit of a dust coat, if you know what I mean. Our diamond clear, so we'll just go to the first one like that. We'll get our hardener, go to the next one, medium reducer, go 10%, so to the first line. So that's our clear done. Now we'll throw that on the scales. So what we need to do first is grab another cup. Probably should have done this first. Let's put a cup on there, zero that out. Then we can grab our clear, put that on. So we know there's 240 grams of clear. Now we've got to add 10% of the candy concentrate. All right, so I've chosen to use the emerald green concentrate. So 10% of 240 is 24. So what we'll do is just reset that so we know we're getting it accurate. So 24 grams. 25.6. We've gone slightly over. It won't matter too much. This is just a bit of a practice video. It's just going to cover a little bit better. So that is what they call, if you've ever heard the term a urethane candy, that is now technically a urethane candy. So it's a 2K candy. We won't filter it just for the video. I put 2 coats with a 75% overlap over the glass. We'll just give this gun a bit of a wash out, and we'll use another coloured candy next. We may have to make our own up, pre-mixed emerald. So we'll use the same colour, just in a pre-mixed version. So that's just got to be reduced 1:1. So we'll clean the gun and we'll do that next candy. Alrighty guys, time to mix up our next candy. So same color, just not a concentrate. So the ratio for this, as I said earlier, is 1:1. So 1, I'll just go the mils. So we'll go 100 mil candy reducer up to the next 100. So up to 200. So there's our candy premix mixed up. Alright guys, so our urethane candy has been put down, and we've put our premix candy down. So now it's time to do the mutant crystals. Alright guys, just went and got a chuck swipe. Now if you're doing this, make sure your candy's dry. If you go and put your mutant crystals on there and it's not dry, if it's wet, you're gonna have all the problems in the world. So I have left that for about 20 minutes. It is all nice and dry to touch. So we're just gonna put our chuck swipe into the crystals and then wipe it over it nice and evenly and wet. So just like that. I'm curious to know whether we'll turn the chuck swipe green. I can feel the candy or the crystals is like it's starting to grab the candy. So I'm curious whether it's green. Oh, it is a tiny bit, but that'll be right. Awesome. So now we'll sit and we'll wait for that to basically have all the crystals formed. I'm not going to do a time lapse, guys. I'm just going to let it do its thing. I do have another sheet of glass here that's all ready to go. We're running a bit short for time today. I've knocked off in about 20 minutes. So I won't do that panel. We might do that in another video. We'll just focus on, well, mainly this one now. But just to give you guys a bit of a look at that urethane candy. So it is going to be wet, so I will have to be careful. If we shine that up to the light, you can see our candy's nice and even. We may even, for research purposes, just peel that tape off, just so I can show you that one. So that's what you're looking at, guys. So you've got a nice green like candy on there. Now it's pretty good, it's nice and even. I don't see any stripes on it, it looks pretty cool. So that had 2 coats of the urethane candy on it. So what you do now on that is let that dry. So overnight if you want, or if you're baking it, bake it for like just ordinary times, like 60 minutes at 60 degrees. And then the next day, add a silver background or a black background if you want, whatever you want over the top. If you are using a base coat, what you can do is add 10% of hardener into your base coat, and that will make the backing a little bit more durable. So I've got some over-reduced black base coat here. So it's usually mixed at 60-40. I've reduced it about 1-to-1. So it's still got good coverage, but it has been over-reduced. We'll just rinse this gun out, and then we'll go and put our black base coat over the top. Wait for that to dry. We'll scuff it, and then we'll put our silver on over the top. So I'm not using a strainer because time's actually getting on. I was caught up in the showroom for ages, almost an hour. So so we'll go do the black base coat now. Just got our grey Scotch Brite and water. Give this a scuff down. This looks cool as. What should I use? I might use one of those blue wipes, one of these. This might be a bad idea too, maybe. It's okay, it's working all right. So now it's time for our silver base coat. We'll put our silver base coat over the top, and then we're pretty much done, I think. So what I might do, I've got the silver somewhere just here. What I might do is put like 10% of hardener in there, like a medium hardener, and we'll just put a coat over that. And then our piece is done, and then I can go home and edit the video for you guys. So I might as well throw, we might use an FX hardener, and we'll go 10%.
So have we got, does that line up anywhere? It does. So we'll go 10%. So that's got 10% of hardener into like maybe 200 mil of base coat. We'll give that a quick little stir up. Go throw this in a gun and we'll put a couple of coats over that until it's covered. We do want to cover it, so it's not like a dust coat or anything like that. We will cover it. Yeah. There you have it, guys. Look at that. That looks wicked. Oh, I like it. That's heaps good. It worked. Woohoo! Reverse Mutant CrystalZ. That's wicked. All right, guys, that's actually turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, for like a practice piece, it's actually turned out really good. And I didn't butcher it. I thought I would butcher it, and I didn't butcher it. Oh, there you go, guys. Just goes to show you that, like, with a little bit of knowledge and some patience, you too can paint yourself glass custom splashbacks. All right, gonna use the diamond clear for this, only because I don't need a great deal. And it's a 2-to-1 clear, not 4-to-1, so I'm actually using less paint by using diamond. So yeah, 2-to-1 slow. We might use a medium hardener. It doesn't need to look good. If I had a fast, I would have used the fast, but it should be right. I don't even think I'll put a reducer with it. I'll just mix that up. It's going to be super thick. It's not going to affect the finish. So it is what it is. Yeah. Hope you've all enjoyed this video, guys. It's almost at the end. We'll throw our clear coat down on this. There's the, I might as well show you now anyway. So there's the other one. This is the 2K like candy, so the urethane candy. So you can see that, looks bloody wicked, nice and green, nice and even, no stripes. You got a bit of dust in it, but I think when you turn it over, you might not be able to see that dust anyway. Maybe, I don't know, the glass is too dirty to know, but anyway. Yeah, so we'll do more of this kind of stuff coming up. I want to get good at doing this. There's probably a market for it. Once I can nail it every time, yeah, I'll share that information with you guys. That's what this channel is all about. So we'll just throw that in the gun. It's super thick. Wow, I've never sprayed diamond clear without reducer in it, so this would be good to see. My gun is bloody disgusting. I've got candy all over my hand.
Alright guys, there you go, that's it. Our Mutant CrystalZ on the glass turned out wicked. I got the look that I was going for. Managed to pull it off the first time. What do you know? Anyway guys, I will do more videos on this. In fact, I will be doing a real in-depth video for the Dino Paints YouTube channel. So if you haven't gone over there and subscribed to, make sure you do, and you'll be soon seeing a video of The glass getting painted more professionally in a bit more professional environment instead of me running around like a headless chicken. With that said, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you on my next video. Cheers. Alright guys, here's the final finished product. So we've got a beautiful crystal pattern over that, which we've done in reverse. It's pretty straightforward. I actually messed up that sheet that I wrote down. So I put the black down first instead of the silver, and then put the silver on last. So I'll show you that in just a minute. But yeah, that's the final result that I got. So first time doing it, and I fucking nailed it, which is good. So this is silver back. Now, one thing that really surprises me here is whenever you put a candy down and then you go and put base coats over the top, 9 times out of 10, the candy will bleed through and dye the base coat on the other side. But there's no bleed here. I'm not seeing any bleed, so I'm not sure what the go is there. I've spoke to the chemist, and he was a bit surprised too that there's no bleed. Now, it's a little bit motley. I'm not worried about that. You don't actually see that on the other side. So yeah, that's it, guys. So I put the diamond clear on the back as well. So we're gonna test how good I've done it, and we're gonna do a adhesion test on this at some stage. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll be doing a more in-depth video for the DNA's YouTube. So if you haven't, go subscribe over there, and yeah, you'll be able to see a better, more in-depth, more technical side of a video. But yeah, that's it, guys. Looks rad.